Hello, security you, and welcome back to Let's Play Wii Sports. In the previous episode, baseball, oh yeah! And in today's video, we're going to start off with something kind of stupid. Does tennis, the word, look weird to anybody else? I don't know what it is. This doesn't seem like a word that needs two ends. I don't know what it is about it. Some days it doesn't bother me, other days I'm like, wait, why is that extra N there? I don't know, something that's always bothered me about the word. Because I'm weird. Anyway, let's move on to tennis. So we can do a single game, best of 3, or best of 5. Because I feel like we're gonna do best of 3. Mew and Matt. So if you don't know how tennis works, basically you hit the ball back and forth and hope for the best. Now I will say, for the most part, the motion controls in this game have held up pretty well, but I will say, I feel like this one is the one that kind of feels like it is more prone to misread motion controls, because there'll be times where I swing the bat one way, but it registers I swing from the other direction, so we might see that every now and then during this. But something else we could do, if we're able to hit the ball when it gets to the top of its arch. Whee! It was super fast and awesome! Now, I don't have proof on this, but I feel like I pull that off a lot more if I'm holding down the A and B buttons, but every cheat code website in the world will tell you you only need to swing the bat racket thingy when it's at the top of the power. So, I don't know if that's actually true or not to put on the A and B buttons. I just always do that. No! Yeah, that's what I meant earlier when I said this game kind of tends to misread motion controls every now and then. And the thing is, I like motion controls, and I still think this is pretty impressive. And like when I first played this, my mind was like completely blown. It was super awesome, like moving the controller and actually doing something in the game. And nowadays that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but like this was super mind blowing when I was a kid. Like I still remember seeing that commercial with a WarioWare minigame or whatever it was, where they were like running with the Wii remote and the character was running in game. I've never actually played a game like that before, where running like that with the controller makes you run in the game. But the idea of it was still really cool when I was a kid. Now, if you're confused on where exactly the ball needs to hit to count as a goal for you, or point or whatever, so you want to make it so that it's like straight vertical behind the other team. So if it's off to the side, I believe it's going to count for the other team, so that's something that's not that great. It has to hit the ground twice for it to count, so that's fun. Okay, we were able to save that, and that's good. I don't plan to get pro status on this in this episode, because I don't really feel like it. That's going to take a little too long for my liking. But we did it! Yay! First game! Match 2, and now they're going to serve. Okay, that was on me. That was not a good move on my part. Whee! Now the fun thing about this one is that okay, that was a misread one. I'm gonna blame the game on that one. So the fun thing about this game is that it's kind of made an appearance in every other Wii Sports game in the series. So Wii Sports Resort doesn't have this specifically, but does have table tennis, which is kind of cool. I remember that one being really fun because there's one mode where you had to like knock a ball, like to like do a rally, but one of the stamps in that game was to... Oh, why are you doing that? That was a little unpredictable. Normally the person up front doesn't usually hit the ball when you're playing against computer players at the beginning. They definitely will later on, so when you're trying to get pro status, you want to be careful because some of the computer players can be a bit of a pain to deal with. We did it! What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, table tennis. So, one of the stamps in the game was to knock the water bottle off the table. And I remember that one took me a while to get when I played that game, but eventually got it. I don't plan to cover Wii Sports Resort in this Let's Play, because that's its own big separate game. and I feel like down the road there's like definitely enough content in that game to justify its own separate Let's Play. But I do plan to showcase one other Wii Sports game at some point in the future. In this Let's Play, this same one, we're going to cover another Wii Sports game. Kind of. Not fully. You know what I mean. There will be a video at some point. But yeah, obviously this... Oh, come on! Okay, we're going on to the third game now. So that's fun, that's Peachy, that's Daisy, and that's Rosalina-y. That was to the left! Why does it keep doing that? Skip. You can press the skip button. Alright. You know what? You know what, Miyu and Matt? You know what, Miyu and Matt? This is on. The tension is high. The skills are going to be unleashed. You know what I have to say? The wrist strap is on. I'm such a loser. That should have been a super spiky thing. Yeah, obviously this returns in Wii Sports Club. But there's also... Nintendo Switch Sports does a weird thing. So it has tennis, I believe, but also badminton. And it's like, why do you have two games that play pretty much exactly the same? I mean, no hate to any tennis or badminton fans out there. I'm not one of them. But, yeah, it's like, why do you have two sports that play almost exactly the same in the game? And it's like, they didn't have baseball in Nintendo Switch Sports, but call me crazy, I remember there being a baseball stadium on the main menu for that game, but baseball was never added, and that made me so sad. And they added golf for the bazillionth time. But we did it! Yay! You win! Alright, let's play again. This time, I'm gonna hold the 1 and or 2 button. I don't remember which one actually does this. It's blue, bitches! Alright, so this time around, we're gonna play a single game, but we're gonna do something a little bit more fun. We're going to take one of our people off this. Let's go with you. And we're going to have one Lady Gyarados on both teams. There's probably some kind of joke out there where I'm playing for both teams. But I'm Ace, so that doesn't really apply to me. Yeah, like, this is just so stupid. I love that so much. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. Like, trying to concentrate, we're going back and forth. It's so much fun. I actually really like that. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention to the other screen. So, if you want a real fun challenge, try to do this legitimately. Try to do this legitimately where you're not, like, favoring one side over the other. Try to play it fairly. It's just so fun. It's like that chess challenge where you play chess by yourself and you're trying to make it so that you don't favor one side over the other. That is a lot harder than it sounds. I remember trying to do that, and it was like a game on Nickelodeon.com or Nick.com or whatever. And so it was Patrick and Sandy, and I remember the game. How the game worked out by the end was that Patrick was going to win, but I was determined to make Sandy win. But then I realized, wait, hold on. This isn't difficult. This isn't difficult, it's just... 30-40. You see what I mean? This is really fun. I like this. This is honestly probably a lot more fun than having both players on the same team. And pretty soon we'll be able to see my favorite thing to do in this game. Oh, the right side won. That was a little surprising. Hey, aren't either of my people on the front? Let's play again! Let's play again! But why is it green? I want it blue. Yippee! So, for a real fun challenge, make every person the same. Everyone is Lady Gator to you. There's so much blue on screen with the blue tennis court and my me wearing blue. Just look how crazy this is. This is amazing. Okay, for this next round, I'm just gonna keep swinging it back and forth and hope for the best. Whee! Oh my god, it's actually going more longer than I thought it would. Let's just keep doing that. It looks like a lot of fun. This looks like what, like a little kid would look like playing this game for the first time and not really understanding how the game works. Wow, the other team destroyed us. I want to do one more round like that. That was kind of short. Yippee! Alright, we'll play one more game. We'll play one more game on the green so that we can have like an even number of blue matches and green matches, because I am crazy like that. I mean, like, just the backgrounds of this game. I remember them being a lot more visually impressive when I was a little kid, but yeah, I can definitely see nowadays how limited it was, but it's still very, very impressive. What's very difficult, though, doing this is trying to make it not one-sided. Like, I'm not quite sure why I can't seem to get a score for the other point, either for the other team. Alright, let's go like this. Let's try to even up a little bit more. Ah, dang. That actually went on longer than I thought. Now, one of my favorite things to do, Mini Bean was the first one who ever did this, but at the end screen, when you lose, we're having a Wii Fit! Ah! Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Wii Sports. So thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode... Wait a minute. I hate golf.